Welcome to Whisper English, and I'm so very glad you are here with me today. This very special video about how people talk in English. Do you want to know the secret words that make everyone smile and be your friend? In this video, we will show you 12 chapters that change the way you speak forever. You do not want to miss chapter 5 and chapter 8 because they are very important for your heart. This video is slow and gentle so you can learn every word perfectly. Please sit down, be quiet and happy, and watch the whole story of how people talk. Chapter 1. The Hello Song. There is a man and there is a woman. The man is walking on a green path, and the woman is walking on the same green path. The sun is big, the sun is yellow, and the sun is very bright in the sky. The man sees the woman. He looks at her face. He wants to be a kind man. He wants to use his voice to be friendly. He opens his mouth very slowly to speak a word. He says the word, hello. It is a small word. It is a short word. But the word hello is a very big start to a new day. The woman hears the word hello. She stops walking on the green path. She looks at the man. She feels happy in her heart because the man is being very nice to her. She smiles a big smile at the man. She says the word hello back to him. Now the air feels very warm. Now the day feels very bright. They are standing near a big, tall tree with many green leaves. The man says hello again in his quiet mind. He thinks about how good it feels to say hello to a person. When we say hello, we open a door to a new friend. When we say hello, we make a bridge between two people. The man says, hello, my friend. The woman says, hello, my friend. They say hello because the sun is up. They say hello because they meet at the park. They say hello because it is the very first step of talking in English. It is a beautiful song. It is the hello song. The man likes the sound of the word hello. The woman likes the sound of the word hello. They say it slowly. They say it clearly. They say hello, hello, hello. It is a repetitive sound like a bell in a tall tower. A bell goes ring, ring, ring. The word goes hello, hello, hello. This is how we begin to talk. We do not start with hard words. We do not start with long, difficult words. We start with the simple word hello. The man is happy, he said, hello. The woman is happy, she heard the word hello. They stand together under the tree and they enjoy the quiet morning. The birds in the big tree seem to say hello too. The wind in the long grass seems to say hello too. Everything in the world is good when we say hello. They say hello to the red flowers. They say hello to the blue sky. It is a very simple way to be a good person to everyone you see. If you see a person, you can say hello. If a person sees you, they can say hello. It is a gift you give with your mouth. It is a gift you receive with your ears. The man says, hello one more time because he loves the way it feels to be kind. The woman says, hello one more time because she loves the way it feels to be friendly. This is the end of the first step, but it is the start of the whole story. They will say hello many times today. They will say hello to the man who makes the bread. They will say hello to the woman who teaches the children. They will say hello to the neighbor who lives next door. Every time they say it, the world becomes a little more friendly. Every time they say it, they practice their English words. Hello is the key to the heart. Hello is the key to a good conversation. We must remember to say hello every single day. We must remember to say hello with a big smile on our face. A smile makes the word hello feel even better. The man has a smile. The woman has a smile. They are both saying hello with their eyes and their lips. This is the beautiful hello song that everyone in the world can sing. It is easy to learn. It is easy to say. Let us say it together right now. Hello, hello, hello. The man walks a little more. He sees a dog. He says hello to the dog. The dog wags its tail. The dog is happy because the man said hello. The woman walks a little more. She sees a cat. She says hello to the cat. The cat purrs. The cat is happy because the woman said hello. The word hello works for people, and it works for animals too. It is a word of peace. It is a word of love. The man thinks about his mother. He wants to say hello to his mother. The woman thinks about her father. She wants to say hello to her father. When we see our family, we say hello. When we see our teachers, we say hello. When we see a stranger, we say hello to be polite. The man is not a stranger now. The woman is not a stranger now. They are friends because they used the hello song. They continue to walk. The sun follows them. The clouds follow them. The word hello stays in the air like a sweet smell. The man says hello to the morning. The woman says hello to the light. They are learning that English is a language of kindness. They are learning that speaking is about sharing. They share the word hello back and forth. It is like a game. I say hello, and you say hello, you say hello, and I say hello. It is the most common way to talk in English. It is the most important lesson in the book. If you only know one word, let that word be hello. It will take you far. It will make you many friends. The man and the woman are very proud. They are proud because they can speak. They are proud because they can connect. They say hello to the bus driver. They say hello to the shopkeeper. They say hello to the little boy playing with a ball. Every hello is a seed. The seed grows into a friendship. The man looks at the woman one last time for this chapter. He says hello softly. She says hello softly. They are ready for the next part of their day. They are ready to ask more questions. But for now, they are happy with their hello. It is a perfect word. It is a perfect start. Hello, hello, hello. Chapter 2. The morning question. The sun is high in the sky now. The sun is warm and the sun is bright. The man and the woman are still standing on the green path. They have said hello, and they are very happy. Now the man wants to say more. He wants to know how the woman feels. He wants to be a good friend. To be a good friend, you must ask a question. He looks at the woman and he asks a morning question. He says, "How are you?" This is a very important question in English. It is a question that shows you care. It is a question that shows you have a kind heart. The man says it slowly. He says, "How are you?" The woman hears the question. She listens with her ears. She thinks about her body. She thinks about her mind. She feels the warm sun on her skin. She feels the soft wind in her hair. She feels good. She smiles at the man. She says, "I'm good, thank you." These are good words. These are happy words. When someone asks, "How are you?" It is nice to say, "I'm good." It is also nice to say, "Thank you." We say, "Thank you" because the person asked about us. It is a polite way to talk. The woman is happy because the man asked the morning question. But the conversation does not stop there. No, the conversation continues. The woman wants to be kind too. She wants to know how the man feels. She looks at the man and she asks the same morning question. She says, "How are you?" The man listens to her voice. He thinks about his morning. He thinks about his walk on the green path. He says, "I am very good, thank you." Now, they both know that the other person is happy. They both know that the other person is doing well. This is how people talk in English every morning. They ask, "How are you?" And they answer, "I am good." Sometimes people say it in a different way. Sometimes the man says, "How are you doing?" It is the same question. It is a friendly question. Sometimes the woman says, "I am doing well." It is the same answer. It is a happy answer. They practice these words again and again. The man says, "How are you?" The woman says, "I am good." The woman says, "How are you?" The man says, "I am good." It is like a dance with words. It is a slow and gentle dance. They say it because it makes the morning feel safe. They say it because it makes the friendship grow strong. Imagine you are walking in a park. You see a friend. First you say, "Hello, that was our first chapter." Then you ask the morning question. You ask, "How are you?" Your friend will smile. Your friend will say, "I am fine, thank you." Or your friend will say, "I am great." It is a very simple way to start a talk. The man and the woman are practicing this. They are standing near the big tree. The birds are still singing. The birds seem to ask each other, "How are you? How are you?" The man laughs. He likes the morning question. It is an easy question to remember. It has only 3 small words. How are you? The woman thinks about other people. She thinks about her mother. She asks her mother, "How are you?" Her mother says, "I am well, my daughter." The man thinks about his brother. He asks his brother, "How are you?" His brother says, "I am good, my brother." This question is for everyone. It is for family. It is for friends. It is for the person who sells the bread. It is for the person who drives the bus. When you ask, "How are you?" you are saying, "I see you and I hope you are happy." It is a beautiful way to be a human being. The man and the woman say the question many times. They want to make sure they say it perfectly. The man says, "How are you?" The woman says, "How are you?" They say it to the flowers. They say it to the little dog walking by. The dog cannot speak, but the dog wags its tail. The dog is happy to be asked. The man and the woman feel very proud of their English. They are learning how to connect with the world. They are learning that words are like little lights. Each word makes the world less dark. "How are you?" is a very bright light. Let us say it together now. Let us practice the morning question. How are you? I am good, thank you. How are you? I am very well, thank you. We say it slowly. We say it with kindness. We say it with a smile. The man looks at the woman and says, "How are you today?" The woman says, "I am wonderful today. Thank you for asking." It is a very polite thing to say. Thank you for asking. It shows you noticed their kindness. The sun is moving higher. The morning is moving along. But the man and the woman are not in a hurry. They like to talk. They like to practice. They know that asking a question is the best way to keep a conversation going. If you only say hello, the talk is very short. If you ask how are you, the talk becomes longer. It becomes a real story. The man is happy to have a story with the woman. The woman is happy to have a story with the man. They are friends on the green path, and they are masters of the morning question. They walk a little further. They see a small cat. The woman kneels down. She looks at the cat. She says, "Hello, little cat, how are you?" The cat says, "Meow." The woman laughs. She thinks the cat is saying, "I am good." The man laughs too. Everything is better when we ask how others are feeling. It is a magic question. It opens hearts. It makes friends. It is the second step in our big book of how people talk. We will always remember to ask, "How are you?" Chapter 3. The Name Game. The man and the woman are still walking on the green path. They have said hello to each other. They have asked, "How are you?" to each other. They are feeling very happy and very friendly. But there is one thing they do not know. The man does not know who the woman is. The woman does not know who the man is. They do not know their names. A name is a very special thing. A name belongs to you. To know a person, you must know their name. The man wants to know her name. The woman wants to know his name. This is why we play the name game. The man stops walking near a large gray stone. He looks at the woman with a kind face. He wants to ask a new question. He says, "What is your name?" These are 4 simple words. What is your name? The woman hears the words. She understands the words. She knows that her name is a gift she can give to her new friend. She smiles and she says, "My name is Maria." Now the man knows her name. He says the name softly. He says, "Maria, Maria." It is a beautiful name. It is her name. The man feels happy because Maria has a name. But the name game has 2 parts. Now it is Maria's turn. Maria looks at the man. She wants to know who he is. She asks the same simple question. She says, "What is your name?" The man listens to the question. He is ready to answer. He says, "My name is Sam." Now Maria knows his name. She says the name softly. She says, "Sam, Sam." It is a short name. It is a strong name. It is his name. Now they are not just a man and a woman. Now they are Sam and Maria. Knowing a name changes everything. When you know a name, you are closer friends. Sam says, "It is nice to meet you, Maria." Maria says, "It is nice to meet you, Sam." They say these words because they are polite. In English, we always say, "It is nice to meet you" when we learn a new name. It is a friendly way to be a good person. Sam says it again. "It is nice to meet you." Maria says it again. "It is nice to meet you." They say it slowly so the words feel like a warm hug. The sun is shining on Sam. The sun is shining on Maria. They stand on the path and they practice their names. Sam says, "My name is Sam." Maria says, "My name is Maria." They say it over and over. They want to remember. If you forget a name, it is okay, but it is better to remember. They are playing the name game very well. It is a game where everyone wins. Sometimes we meet many people. Sam thinks her name is Maria. Maria, Maria. Maria thinks his name is Sam. Sam. We see a boy in the park. We can ask, "What is your name?" The boy might say, "My name is Leo." We see a girl with a ball. We can ask, "What is your name?" The girl might say, "My name is Anna." Every person in the world has a name. Names are like labels on a jar. They tell us what is inside. Inside the name Sam is a kind man. Inside the name Maria is a kind woman. They are happy to share their names today. Sam looks at a small bird on a branch. He wonders if the bird has a name. He says to Maria, "Does the bird have a name?" Maria laughs a gentle laugh. She says, "Maybe the bird's name is Bluey." They laugh together. They are having fun with English. Talking in English can be very fun when you are with a friend. They walk together now. They are not strangers anymore. They are Sam and Maria. They are two friends who know how to talk. If you meet someone new today, you can play the name game too. You can say hello. You can say, "How are you?" And then you can ask the big question, "What is your name?" When they tell you their name, you must listen carefully. You must hold the name in your heart. Then you must say, "My name is," and tell them your name. This is how the world becomes a smaller and friendlier place. One name at a time, one friend at a time. Sam is very proud of Maria for knowing her name. Maria is very proud of Sam for knowing his name. They continue to walk under the big blue sky. They say their names to the wind. They say their names to the trees. "I am Sam," says the man. "I am Maria," says the woman. They are practicing their English and they are doing a very good job. The name game is the third step in our story, and it is a very good step indeed. Sam and Maria are happy. They are very, very happy. They know who they are. They know who their friend is. They are ready to walk further. They are ready to see more things. But they will never forget this moment. They will never forget the moment they shared their names on the green path. It was a simple moment, but it was a very big moment. Chapter 4. Saying Please. Sam and Maria are still walking on the green path. They are friends now. They know each other's names. They know how to say hello. They know how to ask about the morning. But now they are getting a little bit hungry. They have been walking for a long time under the big yellow sun. Maria looks into her small bag. Inside her bag, she has a beautiful red apple. The apple is shiny. The apple looks very sweet. Sam sees the red apple. Sam is very hungry. He wants to eat the apple. But Sam is a good man. He is a polite man. He knows that in English you cannot just take a thing. You must ask for the thing. And when you ask, you must use a magic word. The magic word is please. Sam looks at Maria. He looks at the red apple in her hand. He wants the apple, but he wants to be kind. He says to Maria, "Can I have the apple?" But then he stops. He remembers the magic word. He says it again. He says, "Can I have the apple, please?" Maria hears the word please. When she hears please, she feels very happy in her heart. She feels that Sam is a very polite friend. The word please is a soft word. The word please is a gentle word. It is like a key that opens a door to kindness. Maria smiles at Sam. She is happy to share her food because he used the magic word. In English, we use please many times. We use please when we want a cup of water. We say water, please. We use please when we want a chair to sit on. We say a chair, please. We use please when we want someone to help us. We say help me, please. It is a very repetitive word because it is a very useful word. Sam practices saying the word. He says, please, please, please. He likes how the word feels on his lips. It is a word that makes people want to say yes. If you do not say please, people might feel sad. But if you say please, people feel respected. Maria gives the red apple to Sam. She says, "Yes, Sam, you can have the apple." Sam takes the apple. He's very happy. He knows that the word please helped him. He thinks about all the things he can ask for using this word. He can ask for a book. He can say, "The book, please." He can ask for a pen. He can say, "The pen, please." He can ask for a friend to walk with him. He can say, "Walk with me, please." It is a word that connects people. It is a word that shows you have a good heart. The sun is still high. The birds are still singing in the trees. The world is a very nice place when people say, "Please." Sam and Maria walk together, and they talk about the magic word. Maria says, "I like it when you say please." Sam says, "I like to say please because it is kind." They are learning that talking in English is not just about words. It is about being a good person. It is about showing love to your friends. The word please is a very big part of that love. Imagine you are at a table. You want the salt. You do not just grab the salt. You look at your friend. You say, "The salt, please." Your friend will smile. Your friend will give you the salt. Then the food tastes better. The food tastes better because you were kind. Sam and Maria understand this now. They are practicing the magic word again and again. They say it to each other as they walk. "Please, Maria. Please, Sam." They laugh because it is fun to be polite. If you are learning English, you must remember this chapter. You must put the word please in your pocket and keep it with you all day. Use it when you go to the shop. Use it when you talk to your teacher. Use it when you talk to your mother or your father. Every time you say please, you are making a friend. Every time you say please, you are being a star. Sam is a star today. Maria is a star today. They are both shining because they are so polite. The red apple is very tasty. Sam takes a bite. He is happy. He is glad he asked nicely. He is glad he used his best English. This is the fourth step in our story, and it is a very sweet step. Saying please is a way to make the world a softer place. It is a way to make the day go well. Sam and Maria will continue their walk, and they will use the magic word many, many more times. Chapter 5. The Thank You Gift. The sun is still warm and the sky is still blue. Sam has the red apple in his hand. He used the magic word please to ask for the apple, and Maria gave it to him. Now Sam has the apple, but he needs to say one more thing. In English, when someone gives you a gift, you must give them a gift back. This gift is not an object. This gift is not money. This gift is a beautiful phrase. This gift is thank you. Sam looks at Maria and he says, "Thank you." These are two small words, but they are very powerful. Thank and you. Sam says it again because it feels so good. He says, "Thank you, Maria." Maria smiles when she hears these words. She feels appreciated. She feels that her kindness was seen. She looks at Sam and she says the second part of the gift. She says, "You are welcome." This is how the gift is completed. Sam gives a thank you and Maria gives a you are welcome. It is a beautiful exchange between two friends. They are standing on the green path, surrounded by the green grass and the singing birds, and they are practicing the language of gratitude. Gratitude is a big word that means being happy for what you have. Sam is grateful for the apple. Maria is grateful for the thank you. Sam thinks about the words thank you. He thinks about how many times he can say them. He can say thank you to the sun for being bright. He can say thank you to the trees for giving shade. He can say thank you to his legs for walking on the path. He says, thank you, sun. Thank you, trees. Thank you, legs. He is practicing his English by being thankful for everything. Maria watches him and she laughs a gentle, happy laugh. She says, you are very thankful today, Sam. Sam replies, yes, Maria, I am thankful because saying thank you makes me feel light. It makes my heart feel like a bird. In the world of English, thank you is used all the time. It is a repetitive part of life. If someone opens a door for you, you say, thank you. If someone tells you the time, you say, thank you. If someone says your name correctly, you say, thank you. It is a gift you can give for free. It costs no money to say, thank you. It only takes a little bit of breath and a little bit of kindness. Sam and Maria walk and talk about this. They say, thank you to the wind when it blows. They say, thank you to the path for being flat. They are making a long list of things to be thankful for. Thank you for the apple, Sam says again. He wants to be very sure that Maria knows he is happy. Maria says, you are welcome, Sam. You are very welcome. They use the word very to make the feeling stronger. Thank you very much, says Sam. You are very welcome, says Maria. This is how people talk when they want to be extra kind. They add very to their sentences. It makes the conversation grow. It makes the friendship grow. They are learning that English is a language of manners. Manners are the rules of being nice. Sometimes people say thanks instead of thank you. Thanks is a shorter word. It is a quick gift. Sam tries it. He says, thanks, Maria. Maria says, no problem. This is another way to say you are welcome. No problem. It means that helping Sam was not hard. It was easy. It was a joy. Sam likes this new phrase. No problem, no problem. No problem. He repeats it as he walks. He is building his vocabulary. He is building his mind. He is becoming a better English speaker every minute. The birds in the trees continue to sing. Maybe they are saying thank you for the worms they find in the dirt. The flowers in the field continue to grow. Maybe they are saying thank you for the rain that fell last night. The whole world seems to be playing the thank you game. Sam looks at a small rock on the path. He picks it up and gives it to Maria. Maria says, thank you, Sam. Sam says, you are welcome, Maria. They are practicing with small things. They are practicing with big things. They are practicing with everything. They sit down on a wooden bench. The bench is old but strong. Sam says, thank you, bench, for letting us sit. Maria smiles. She thinks Sam is being very funny, but she knows he is practicing. Practice is how we learn. We say the words again. We say the words again. We say the words until they are part of our soul. Thank you. You are welcome. Thanks. No problem. These are the tools for a happy life. These are the tools for a good talk. Sam feels like a master of the thank you gift. Imagine you are in a shop. You buy a loaf of bread. The shopkeeper gives you the bread. You give the shopkeeper the money, but the exchange is not finished. You must give the gift. You say thank you. The shopkeeper says, thank you. Everyone is happy. Everyone is smiling. This is the power of these simple words. They turn a transaction into a connection. They turn a stranger into a neighbor. Sam and Maria are not strangers anymore. They are neighbors of the heart because they know how to say, "Thank you." The red apple is half eaten now. It was a very good apple. Sam looks at the last piece. He gives it back to Maria. Maria says, "Thank you, Sam. That is very kind." Sam says, "You are welcome, Maria. Sharing is good." They are learning that talking is sharing. Sharing words, sharing food, and sharing time. This chapter is about the gift of gratitude. It is a long chapter because gratitude is a big part of life. We should never stop saying thank you. We should say it in the morning. We should say it in the afternoon. We should say it in the evening before we go to sleep. Sam closes his eyes for a moment. He says, "Thank you" to the silence. Maria closes her eyes too. She says, "Thank you" to the peace. They are very quiet and very happy. The green path is a place of learning. The green path is a place of words. They have learned, "Hello." They have learned, "How are you?" They have learned, "What is your name?" They have learned, "Please." And now they have learned, "Thank you." Their English is growing like the trees. Their English is flowing like a river. They are ready for more. They are ready for the next chapter. But first they will sit and be thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chapter 6. Talking about the weather. The sun is moving across the big blue sky. Sam and Maria are sitting on the old wooden bench. They have finished the red apple. They have said, "Thank you." Now they look up at the sky. In English, when people do not know what to say, they talk about the weather. The weather is everywhere. The weather is for everyone. The weather changes every day. Sometimes it is hot and sometimes it is cold. Sometimes it is sunny and sometimes it is rainy. Sam looks at the bright sun. He wants to start a new conversation. He says to Maria, "It is a very beautiful day today." Maria looks at the sky too. She sees the big yellow sun. She sees the small white clouds. She agrees with Sam. She says, "Yes, it is a very beautiful day. The sun is very warm." This is how people talk about the weather in English. They say what they see. They say how they feel. If the sun is out, they say it is sunny. If the rain is falling, they say it is rainy. Sam says, "I like the sun." "The sun makes me feel happy." Maria says, "I like the sun too." The sun makes the flowers grow. They are talking about the weather to be friendly. It is a safe topic. Everyone can talk about the weather because everyone lives under the same sky. Sam looks at a small white cloud. The cloud is moving slowly. Sam says, "Look at that cloud, Maria. It is a fluffy cloud." Maria looks and says, "Yes, it is a white cloud. But I see a gray cloud far away." When we see a gray cloud, we talk about the rain. Sam asks, "Do you think it will rain today?" Maria thinks. She looks at the wind. She says, "Maybe it will rain later." But now it is dry. They talk about the rain because it is important. Rain makes the grass green. Rain fills the rivers. But today, the sun is the boss of the sky. The sun is winning. In England and other places where people speak English, the weather changes a lot. One minute it is sunny, and the next minute it is cloudy. Because it changes so much, people talk about it all the time. It is a very common way to be social. If you are waiting for a bus, you can look at the person next to you. You can say, "It is cold today, isn't it?" The person will say, "Yes, it is very cold." Now you are talking, you are not strangers anymore. You are two people talking about the cold. Sam and Maria are practicing this. Sam says, "It is warm today." Maria says, "Yes, it is very warm." They repeat the words because repetition helps them learn. Sam says, "I do not like the cold." "I do not like the snow." Maria says, "I like the snow." The snow is white and pretty. They are sharing their likes and dislikes about the weather. This is a good way to use English. You can say "I like" or "I do not like." Sam likes the heat. Maria likes the cool breeze. The breeze is a soft wind. Maria says, "The breeze feels good on my face." Sam says, "Yes, the breeze is gentle today." They use many words for the weather. They use sunny, cloudy, windy, and rainy. They use as hot, warm, cool, and cold. Sam looks at the trees. The leaves are moving. He says, "It is getting a little windy." Maria feels the wind in her hair. She says, "Yes, the wind is blowing." It is a nice wind. They talk about the wind for a long time. They talk about how the wind moves the grass. They talk about how the wind moves the birds. Talking about the weather is like a long, slow river. It never ends. There's always something to say about the sky. The sky is never the same. Every morning, the weather is a new story. Maria says, "What is the weather like in your home, Sam?" Sam thinks about his house. He says, "In my home, it is often rainy." "I carry a big umbrella." Maria says, "In my home, it is often hot." "I wear a big hat." They are learning about each other's lives by talking about the weather. It is a very simple way to learn. You do not need big words to talk about the rain or the sun. You only need simple words. You only need a kind voice. Sam says, "I like your hat, Maria. It is good for the sun." Maria says, "Thank you, Sam. Your umbrella is good for the rain." They are sitting and watching the world. The weather is the background of their lives. Sam says, "I hope it stays sunny." Maria says, "I hope so too. I want to walk more." If it rains, they will have to run. If it is sunny, they can walk slowly. The weather decides what they do. This is why people care about the weather so much. It tells us what to wear. It tells us where to go. It tells us how to feel. A sunny day makes people smile. A rainy day makes people stay inside and read books. Sam and Maria love the sunny day. They love the green path. Let us practice the weather words together. Is it sunny today? Yes, it is sunny. Is it cold today? No, it is warm. Is it windy? Yes, it is a little windy. We say these sentences again and again. Repetition is the key to speaking well. Sam says them to himself. Maria says them to the birds. They are becoming very good at talking about the sky. They are becoming very good at being English speakers. The weather is their teacher today. The sun is their golden friend. The clouds are their white friends. As they sit on the bench, the sun starts to go a little lower. The light is changing. Sam says, "The light is very pretty now." Maria says, "Yes, the evening weather will be cool." They are looking forward to the cool evening. They are looking forward to the stars. Talking about the weather helps time pass in a happy way. It fills the silence with gentle sounds. Sam is happy. Maria is happy. They are two friends under a big, beautiful sky, talking about the weather in simple English. The wind blows a little harder now. A leaf falls from the tree. It lands on Sam's lap. Sam laughs. He says, "The wind gave me a gift." A brown leaf. Maria says. The wind is talking to us. They are very peaceful. This is the end of their talk about the weather for now, but they know they will talk about it again tomorrow, because tomorrow the weather will be new, and they will have new words to say. They will say, look, it is raining, or look, the sun is back. And that is the beauty of the weather. It is a story that never finishes. Chapter 7. The excuse me step. Sam and Maria are finished sitting on the bench. They stand up from the old wooden bench. They want to walk to the village. The village is a busy place. In the village there are many people. There are people walking fast, and there are people walking slow. There are people carrying bags, and there are people talking loudly. Sam and Maria walk into the village. Suddenly the path is not empty anymore. There are many people in the way. Sam wants to walk past a man who is standing in the middle of the path. The man is looking at a map. He does not see Sam. Sam does not want to push the man. Pushing is not kind. Pushing is not polite. Sam knows he must use his words. He must use a very special phrase. The phrase is, excuse me. Sam walks closer to the man. He stands a little bit behind him. He says softly, excuse me. The man hears Sam's voice. The man looks up from his map. He sees that Sam needs to pass. The man smiles and moves to the side. He says, oh, sorry. Sam says, thank you. Sam walks past the man. He is very happy. The phrase, excuse me, worked like magic. It is a very polite way to ask for space. It is a very gentle way to tell someone you are there. Sam looks at Maria and says, that was easy. I said, excuse me, and he moved. Maria nods her head. She says, yes, excuse me is a very good tool for our English. Maria sees a woman in front of a shop. The woman is blocking the door. Maria wants to go into the shop to look at the bread. Maria walks to the woman. She does not tap her on the shoulder. She does not say, hey. She uses the polite phrase. She says, excuse me, please, adding please makes it even better. The woman says, of course, and she steps away from the door. Maria goes into the shop. She is learning that excuse me is a very important part of talking in English. It helps you move through the world without making people angry. It keeps the peace. In English, we use excuse me for many things. We use it when we want to walk past someone. We use it when we want to ask a stranger a question. If Sam wants to know the time, he can go to a person and say, excuse me, do you have the time? We also use it if we make a small noise, like a cough. If Sam coughs, he says, excuse me. If Maria sneezes, she says, excuse me. It is a way to say, I am sorry for the noise, or I am sorry for bothering you. It is a very repetitive phrase because we use it all day long. Sam and Maria walk through the busy market. There are many boxes on the ground. There are many people buying apples and oranges. Sam has to say, excuse me, many times. He says, excuse me. He walks 2 steps. He says, excuse me. He walks 3 more steps. He says, excuse me. He is practicing his pronunciation. He wants to say it clearly. Excuse me, excuse me. He likes the sound of the words. It sounds like a little song of politeness. Every time he says it, a person moves. Every time he says it, he feels like a good English speaker. Maria sees a tall man. The tall man drops his glove on the ground. The tall man does not know he dropped his glove. Maria wants to tell him. She does not know his name. She cannot say, "Hello, John," because his name might not be John. She uses the phrase to get his attention. She walks toward him and says loudly but kindly, "Excuse me." The tall man stops. He turns around. He looks at Maria. Maria points to the glove and says, "You dropped this." The tall man is very happy. He says, "Thank you very much." Maria says, "You are welcome." Maria is proud. She used "excuse me" to help someone. They walk further into the village. They see a lady selling flowers. Sam wants to buy a flower for Maria, but the lady is talking to another person. Sam waits for a moment. Then he says, "Excuse me, how much is the red flower?" The lady stops talking and looks at Sam. She says, "The red flower is $1. Sam gives her the money. He gives the flower to Maria. Maria says, "Thank you, Sam." Sam says, "You're welcome." Maria. They are using all the chapters they have learned. They said hello. They said please. They said thank you. And now they are using excuse me. The village is very loud, but their words are very clear. Excuse me is like a bell that clears the path. It is a word of respect. If you are in a library and you want to sit down, you say, "Excuse me, is this seat free?" If you are on a train and you want to get off, you say, "Excuse me, this is my stop." It is a phrase that helps people live together in a small space. Sam thinks about his home. He thinks about how many times he can use "excuse me" there. He can use it with his family. He can use it with his friends. It is a gift for everyone. Maria and Sam find a quiet spot near a fountain. The water in the fountain goes splash, splash, splash. They sit down and talk about the chapter. Maria says, "I like excuse me because it is not rude." Sam says, "Yes, being rude is bad. Being polite is good." They repeat the phrase together. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. They want the words to be easy to say. They want the words to come out of their mouths like water from the fountain, fast and clean. They watch the people in the village. They see a little boy say, "Excuse me," to his mother. They see a teacher say, "Excuse me," to a student. It is a language of kindness. It is a language of manners. This is the seventh step in our story, and it is a very busy step. It is a step that takes us into the world of other people. When we are with other people, we must be careful with our actions and our words. Excuse me is the best way to be careful. Sam looks at Maria. He sees a little bit of dust on her sleeve. He wants to brush it off. He says, "Excuse me, Maria," and he brushes the dust away. Maria smiles. Even between friends, "excuse me" is a nice thing to say. It shows that you respect your friend's body and their space. They are very happy. They are very polite. They are the best English students on the green path and in the busy village. They are ready to keep walking. They are ready for more adventures with words. But for now, they will just watch the people and say, "Excuse me" in their hearts. Chapter 8. Saying "I'm sorry." Sam and Maria are still in the busy village. They are walking near the flower shop and the bread shop. The sun is shining and they are feeling very happy. But sometimes, even when we are happy, things go wrong. Sometimes we make a mistake. A mistake is something we do that is not right, even if we do not mean to do it. Sam is walking and looking at a beautiful bird in the sky. He is not looking at his feet. Suddenly, Sam bumps into a woman. The woman is carrying a small bag of oranges. Because Sam bumped into her, one orange falls out of her bag. The orange rolls on the ground. Sam feels very bad. His heart feels heavy. He did not want to bump into the woman. He did not want the orange to fall. When we make a mistake like this, we must use our words to fix the feeling. We must use the words, "I am sorry." Sam quickly picks up the orange. He gives the orange back to the woman. He looks at her eyes and he says, "I am sorry." He says it slowly. He says it with a kind voice. Sorry. The woman was a little bit surprised, but when she hears, "I am sorry," her face becomes soft. She sees that Sam is a good man. She sees that it was just a mistake. She smiles and says, "That is okay." These are the magic words that follow a mistake. Sam says, "I am sorry," and the woman says, "That is okay." Now the mistake is fixed. The heavy feeling in Sam's heart goes away. Maria watched Sam. She saw the mistake and she saw the words fix the mistake. She says to Sam, "You were very polite. Saying I'm sorry is very important." Sam nods his head. He says, "Yes, I'm sorry is a very big phrase for a small mistake. In English, we use I am sorry many times. We use it if we are late. We say, I'm sorry I am late. We use it if we break a glass. We say, I'm sorry I broke the glass. We use it if we say something that makes a friend feel sad. We say, I am sorry I hurt your feelings. Repetition is very good for learning. Sam practices the words as he walks. He says, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. He wants the words to be ready in his mouth if he makes another mistake. Maria says, sometimes people just say sorry. It is shorter, but it means the same thing. Sam tries it. He says, sorry, sorry, sorry. It is a quick word like a little band-aid for a small scratch. It helps people feel better right away. They walk further and they see a little boy. The little boy is crying because he dropped his ice cream. Sam feels sad for the boy. In English, we also use I am sorry to show we feel sad for someone else. Sam goes to the boy and says, I am sorry about your ice cream. He is not saying he dropped it. He is saying he feels sad because the boy is sad. This is called empathy. Empathy is a big word, but it means having a kind heart. The boy looks at Sam and stops crying a little bit. He feels better because someone said, I am sorry. Maria and Sam talk about how I am sorry is like a bridge. When there is a mistake, there is a hole between two people. I am sorry builds a bridge over that hole so they can be friends again. Without I am sorry, the hole stays there. But with those three simple words, the bridge is strong and the path is clear. They are learning that being a good English speaker is about more than just knowing words. It is about knowing how to be a good friend and a good neighbor. Imagine you are at home. You forget to water the plants. The plants look a little bit dry. You say to your mother, I'm sorry I forgot the plants. Your mother will say, that is okay, please water them now. Everything is peaceful because you used your words. Sam and Maria love this piece. They like a world where people say, I'm sorry. They think about all the times they have made mistakes in their lives. They wish they had always said, I am sorry, but now they know. Now they have the tool in their pocket. The sun starts to move behind a cloud. The light is soft. Sam and Maria sit down again. They are tired from walking, but they are happy with their lesson. Sam says, Maria, I'm sorry if I walked too fast today. Maria smiles and says, that is okay, Sam. I like the walk. Even for small things, saying, I am sorry shows that you are thinking about the other person. It shows you are not selfish. It shows you are a student of kindness. They repeat the lesson one more time together. Sam says, I am sorry. Maria says, that is okay. Sam says, I am sorry. Maria says, no problem. Sam says, I am sorry. Maria says, I forgive you. I forgive you is a very beautiful way to answer. It means the mistake is gone forever. It is deleted from the heart. Sam likes that. He wants his mistakes to be deleted. He wants to be a fresh, clean person every day. This is the 8th step in our story. It is a very deep step. It is a step that teaches us how to fix what is broken. Whether it is a dropped orange or a late arrival, I am sorry is the answer. Sam and Maria are very quiet now. They are thinking about the power of words. They are thinking about how lucky they are to learn English. English is a language that helps them be kind. It is a language that helps them be friends. They are ready to move on, but they will keep I am sorry in their hearts forever. Chapter 9. Talking about food. The sun is high in the sky and Sam and Maria are feeling a new feeling. They are feeling hungry. When the stomach is empty, it makes a little noise. It says, feed me, please. Sam and Maria look at the shops in the village. They see many places to eat. In English, talking about food is a very happy thing. Everyone loves food. Everyone eats food every day. Sam looks at a shop with big windows. Inside the shop, there is bread. The bread is brown and the bread is warm. Sam says, I am hungry. I want to eat some food. Maria says, I am hungry too. Let us talk about what we like to eat. They walk to a small table near the bread shop. They sit down. Sam looks at the menu. A menu is a list of food. He sees many words. He sees bread. He sees soup. He sees cheese. He sees apples. Sam says, I like bread. Bread is very tasty. Maria looks at the menu too. She says, I like bread, but I love soup. Soup is warm and soup is good for the body. This is how people talk about food. They use the word like and the word love. They use words like tasty, good, sweet, and hot. Sam says, is the soup hot? Maria says, yes, the soup is very hot. You must eat it slowly. They talk about the temperature of the food. Hot food, cold food, warm food. Sam says, I like hot soup in the winter. I like cold water in the summer. Maria nods her head. Yes, that is very good. I like cold milk with my bread. They are sharing their favorite things. Talking about food is a way to share your life. When you tell someone what you like to eat, you are telling them who you are. Sam likes simple food. Maria likes warm food. They are learning about each other. A man comes to the table. He is the waiter. He is the person who brings the food. He asks the question. He says, what would you like to eat? This is a very important question. Sam is ready. He uses his polite words. He says, I would like some bread, please. Maria says, I would like some soup, please. The waiter says, thank you. He goes to get the food. Sam and Maria continue to talk. They talk about breakfast. Breakfast is the food we eat in the morning. Sam says, for breakfast, I eat eggs. I like eggs very much. Maria says, for breakfast, I eat fruit. I like bananas and I like oranges. They talk about lunch. Lunch is the food we eat in the middle of the day. Maria says, for lunch, I have a sandwich. A sandwich is easy to eat. Sam says, I like sandwiches too. I like cheese sandwiches. They are repeating the words I like and I eat many times. This is how you learn English. You say it again and you say it again. I like cheese. I like bread. I like soup. It is a very simple and happy way to speak. The world is full of food, so there are many things to talk about. Then they talk about dinner. Dinner is the big meal at the end of the day. Sam says, "For dinner, I eat meat and potatoes. It makes me feel full." Maria says, "For dinner, I eat rice and vegetables. I like green vegetables." They talk about the colors of food. Red apples, yellow bananas, green vegetables, white rice. The more they talk, the more they want to eat. Their conversation is making them very hungry. Talking about food is a very good way to practice adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe things. Sweet, salty, sour, and delicious. The waiter comes back. He has a tray. On the tray, there is the warm bread and the hot soup. He puts the food on the table. The smell is wonderful. The bread smells like the sun. The soup smells like a garden. Sam says, "This looks delicious." Maria says, "This smells wonderful." They use their spoons. They take a bite. Sam says, "The bread is very soft." I like soft bread. Maria says, "The soup is very salty." I like salty soup. They are very happy. They are eating and they are talking. In English, it is polite to say when the food is good. Sam says, Maria says, meh. They talk about drinks too. Sam has a glass of water. Maria has a cup of tea. Sam says, water is very fresh. I drink water every day. Maria says, tea is very relaxing. I drink tea in the afternoon. They talk about how many glasses of water they drink. They talk about how much sugar is in the tea. 1 spoon of sugar, please, says Maria. No sugar for me, thank you, says Sam. They are practicing their numbers and their quantities. A little bit of sugar, a lot of water. 1 piece of bread. 2 bowls of soup. The meal is very peaceful. The village is busy around them, but at the table, there is only food and talk. Sam says, Maria, do you like chocolate? Maria's eyes shine. She says, yes, I love chocolate. Chocolate is very sweet. Sam says, I like chocolate too. It is my favorite dessert. Dessert is the sweet food we eat after dinner. They talk about cake and they talk about ice cream. They talk about cookies and they talk about fruit. There are so many sweet things in the world. Maria says, talking about food makes me feel happy. Sam says, yes, food brings people together. This is a very true thing. When people sit and eat, they become friends. They share their plates and they share their words. Sam gives a piece of his bread to Maria. Maria gives a little soup to Sam. They are sharing. Thank you, says Maria. You are welcome, says Sam. They are using all their lessons. They are using please, thank you, and I like they finished their food. Their stomachs are full now. They are not hungry anymore. They feel strong and they feel ready to walk. Sam says, that was a very good meal. Maria says, yes, it was a very good conversation. They pay the money for the food. They say thank you to the waiter. They stand up from the table. This chapter about food is finishing, but they will eat again soon. They will eat dinner tonight and they will talk about food again. It is a story that repeats every single day. Morning, noon, and night. People talk about food because food is life. and talking about life is the best way to learn a language. Chapter 10. The time of day. The sun is moving. The sun does not stay in one place. The sun starts in the east in the morning, and it goes to the west in the evening. Because the sun moves, the time changes. Time is very important for people who talk in English. We need to know the time so we can meet our friends. We need to know the time so we can eat our food. We need to know the time so we can go to sleep. Sam looks at the sky. He looks at his wrist, but he does not have a watch. He wants to know the time. He looks at Maria. He wants to ask a question about the clock. Sam says, "Maria, what time is it?" This is the most common way to ask about time. What time is it? Maria looks at her watch. A watch is a small clock on her arm. She looks at the numbers. She looks at the long hand and the short hand. She says, "It is 3 o'clock," Sam says. 3 o'clock. Thank you, Maria. Now Sam knows the time. He knows that the afternoon is passing. He knows that the evening will come soon. Talking about time is a very good way to practice numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are the numbers on the clock. In English, we have different names for the parts of the day. In the morning, the sun comes up. We say good morning. In the middle of the day when we eat lunch, we say good afternoon. When the sun goes down and the sky becomes orange and purple, we say good evening. And when it is dark and we go to bed, we say good night. Sam and Maria practice these words. Sam says good morning. Maria says good afternoon. Sam says good evening. Maria says good night. They say them over and over. They want to be polite at every time of the day. Maria says, "Sam, what time do you wake up?" Sam thinks. He thinks about his bed and his warm blanket. He says, "I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning." Maria says, "That is early." "I wake up at 8 o'clock. They are talking about their daily life. They use the word at before the time. At 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. This is a very important rule in English. If you want to meet a friend, you say, "Let us meet at 5 o'clock." If you want to see a movie, you say, "The movie is at 9 o'clock." Sam asks another question. He says, "Maria, what time do you eat dinner?" Maria says, "I eat dinner at 6 o'clock in the evening." Sam says, "I eat dinner at 6 o'clock too." We eat at the same time. They are happy to find something that is the same. Time brings people together. If two people do the same thing at the same time, they feel like close friends. They talk about the minutes too. Maria says, "Sometimes I eat at 6:30. Sam says, "I eat at 6:15. They are using more numbers now. 30, 15, 45. The clock has many numbers and they are learning them all. They look at the big clock on the village tower. The tower is very tall and the clock is very big. The clock goes tick, tick, tick. Every tick is a second. Every 60 ticks is a minute. Every 60 minutes is an hour." Sam says, "Time moves very fast." Maria says, "Yes, time moves like a river. It never stops." They watch the long hand of the big clock move slowly. It is a very peaceful thing to watch. They feel calm. They feel quiet. They are thinking about the past and they are thinking about the future. "What is the time now?" Sam asks again. He wants to practice. Maria looks at her watch again. She says, "It is now 10 minutes past 3. This is another way to say the time. 10 minutes past? Sam repeats it. 10 minutes past 3. He likes this way of talking. It is like a little puzzle. You say the minutes first, then the hour. Maria says, you can also say 3:10. Sam says, 3:10 is easier. I like 3:10. Maria laughs. Yes, 3:10 is very easy for students. They talk about the days of the week too. Time is not just hours, time is also days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sam says, today is Thursday. Maria says, yes, and tomorrow is Friday. They talk about their plans. Sam says, on Saturday, I go to the park. Maria says, on Sunday, I visit my grandmother. They use the word on before the day. On Saturday, on Sunday, they are building very good sentences now. Their English is becoming very strong. The shadows on the ground are getting longer. A shadow is the dark shape made by the sun. When the sun is low, the shadows are long. Sam says, look at my shadow, Maria. It is very long now. Maria says, that is because it is late in the afternoon. The time is moving toward evening. They talk about the light. They talk about the dark. Sam says, I like the morning light best. Maria says, I like the evening stars best. They have different favorites, but they share them with kindness. Sam looks at the sky and says, what time does the sun go down? Maria says, in the summer, the sun goes down late. Maybe at 8 o'clock. In the winter, the sun goes down early. Maybe at 5 o'clock. They talk about the seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Time is a very big topic. It is about the clock, it is about the days, and it is about the seasons of the year. They are learning so many words today. Their heads are full of numbers and names. Maria says, we have talked for a long time, Sam. Sam says, yes, time flies when you are having fun. This is a special saying in English. Time flies. It means time goes very fast when you are happy. Sam and Maria are very happy. They are learning English on a green path in a pretty village. They feel like they have all the time in the world. They do not want to hurry. They want to enjoy every minute and every second. They stand up from the stone wall where they were leaning. Sam says, is it time to go? Maria looks at her watch one last time. She says, not yet. We have more time to talk. We have 2 more chapters in our story. Sam is glad. He wants to keep talking. He wants to keep learning. He says, okay, let us use our time well. They walk slowly, listening to the tick, tick, tick of the world around them. Every moment is a gift. Every hour is a new chance to say hello, or how are you, or what time is it? Chapter 11. Talking about likes. The sun is low in the sky and the light is soft and orange. Sam and Maria are walking slowly. They know a lot about each other now. They know their names. They know they both like bread and soup. But there are many other things in the world to like. In English, when we talk about the things that make us happy, we use the word like. It is a very simple word, but it is a very happy word. Sam looks at the trees and the flowers. He wants to share his feelings. He says, Maria, I like the color green. Maria looks at the green grass and the green leaves. She smiles and says, I like green too, Sam, but I like the color blue more. I like the blue sky. This is a very good conversation. Sam says what he likes, and Maria says what she likes. They are sharing their favorite things. Sam says, I like dogs. Dogs are friendly. Maria says, I like cats. Cats are quiet and soft. They're using the same sentence pattern again and again. I like followed by a thing. It is the easiest way to tell a friend about yourself. They talk about hobbies. A hobby is something you do because you love it. Sam says, I like to read books. I like stories about old times. Maria says, I like to plant flowers. I like to see them grow in the dirt. They talk about why they like these things. Sam likes books because they take him to new places in his mind. Maria likes flowers because they are beautiful and they smell sweet. They use the word because to give a reason. I like books because they are fun. I like flowers because they are pretty. Sam looks at a small pond near the path. He sees some ducks. He says, I like to swim. Do you like to swim, Maria? Maria shakes her head. She says, no, I do not like to swim. I like to walk. This is also important. In English, we can say what we do not like. We say, I do not like. It is okay to not like things. Sam likes the water, but Maria likes the land. They are different, but they are still friends. Being friends means you like each other even if you like different things. They talk about music. Music is a sound that makes the heart dance. Sam says, I like loud music. I like to dance. Maria laughs. She says, I do not like loud music. I like quiet music. I like to listen to the piano. They are learning so much. Sam learns that Maria is a quiet person. Maria learns that Sam is a loud and happy person. They are like two different instruments playing one song. Sam says, I like your quiet music, Maria. Maria says, I like your happy dance, Sam. They are being very kind to each other. They talk about the seasons. Sam says, I like the summer. I like the hot sun. Maria says, I like the autumn. I like the brown leaves and the cool wind. They talk about the fruit they like. Sam likes sweet apples. Maria likes sour lemons. They talk about the movies they like. Sam likes funny movies. Maria likes sad movies. The list of likes is very, very long. There are millions of things to like in the world. They could talk for 100 years and never finish the list. Sam says, I like talking to you, Maria. This is a very sweet thing to say. When you tell a person you like talking to them, it makes them feel special. Maria says, I like talking to you too, Sam. You are a good friend. They are using their English to build a bridge of friendship. They are using simple words to say big things. I like you. It is only 3 words, but it is the most important sentence in the whole book. Let us practice saying what we like. Do you like English? Yes, I like English. Do you like stories? Yes, I like stories. Do you like the sun? Yes, I like the sun. We say it again and again. I like. The more we say it, the happier we feel. The word like carries a smile inside it. When Sam says I like, his face shines. When Maria says I like, her eyes sparkle. It is a very positive way to live. They see a little bird singing on a fence. Sam says, I like that song. Maria says, I like that bird. They stand still and listen to the music of the world. They like the peace. They like the quiet. They like the friendship they have made today. They started the day as strangers who only knew hello. Now they are friends who know each other's hearts. They know what makes the other person smile. They know what makes the other person happy. Sam thinks about his home. He says, I like my house. I like my small bed. Maria says, I like my garden. I like my big window. They're sharing their private worlds. When you talk about what you like, you let a person see inside your life. It is a very brave and beautiful thing to do. Sam and Maria are brave. They are speaking a new language and they are sharing their new lives. The sun is almost gone now. The sky is becoming dark. But Sam and Maria are not sad. They like the evening too. They like the moon and they like the stars. Sam says, I like the stars. They are like small lights in the dark. Maria says, I like the moon. It is like a big white pearl. They are ready for the final part of their journey. They have learned so much. They have talked so much. Their English is beautiful because it is full of likes and full of love. Chapter 12. The Goodbye Wave. The sun has gone down now. The sky is dark and the silver moon is high in the sky. The stars are shining like small, bright diamonds. Sam and Maria have walked a very long way on the green path. They have talked for a very long time. They have shared their names, their food, their likes, and their smiles. But now the day is over. The moon tells them it is time to rest. The stars tell them it is time to go home. In English, just as we have a word to start a talk, we have a word to end a talk. That word is goodbye. Sam stops walking near the end of the path. He looks at Maria. He feels a little bit sad because the day is finished, but he feels very happy because he has a new friend. He knows he must say the word. He says, Goodbye, Maria. These are two simple words. Goodbye. Maria hears the words. She knows what they mean. She knows it is time to go to her own house. She looks at Sam and she says, Goodbye, Sam. They say it slowly. They say it with a soft voice. In English, there are many ways to say goodbye. Sometimes we want to see the person again very soon. Sam says, See you later. Maria says, See you tomorrow. These are very hopeful words. They mean that the friendship is not finished. It is just taking a break for the night. Sam likes the phrase, See you later. He says it again. See you later, Maria. Maria likes the phrase, See you tomorrow. She says it again. See you tomorrow, Sam. They are practicing their endings. A good ending is just as important as a good beginning. Maria raises her hand. She moves her hand from side to side. This is called a wave. A wave is a goodbye you say with your body. Sam raises his hand too. He waves back to Maria. They are waving in the moonlight. Wave, wave. It is a very gentle movement. It is a silent goodbye. If you are too far away to hear a voice, you can always see a wave. Sam waves his hand high. Maria waves her hand low. They are both smiling as they wave. They talk about other ways to say goodbye. When it is night, we say good night, Sam says. Good night, Maria. Maria says, Good night, Sam. Sleep well. Sleep well is a very kind thing to say. It shows you want your friend to have peace. Sam says, Thank you. You sleep well too. They are being polite until the very last second. Even when they are leaving, they use their best English. They use their thank you and their please and their good night. Sam starts to walk toward his house. Maria starts to walk toward her house. As they walk away, they turn around one more time. Sam shouts quietly, Bye-bye. Bye-bye is a very sweet and simple way to say goodbye. Children say bye-bye, double quote. Friends say bye-bye. It is a repetitive sound, bye-bye. Maria shouts back, Bye-bye, Sam. Their voices are soft in the night air. The birds are sleeping, the flowers are closed. The world is very quiet now. Imagine you are leaving a party. You see your friends. You do not just walk out the door. You look at everyone. You wave your hand. You say, "Goodbye, everyone. See you soon." Everyone feels happy because you said goodbye. If you do not say goodbye, people might feel sad. They might think you are angry. But when you say goodbye with a smile, everyone knows you had a good time. Sam and Maria had a very good time today. They had the best time. Sam reaches his door. He looks back at the path. He cannot see Maria now, but he can still hear her voice in his mind. He hears her saying hello. He hears her saying, "How are you?" He hears her saying, "My name is Maria." He hears her saying, "Please" and "Thank you." He hears her talking about the sun and the soup and the stars. He remembers all the chapters. He remembers how people talk in English. He feels like a very smart man. He feels like a very lucky man. Maria reaches her garden gate. She looks at the moon. She thinks about Sam. She thinks about how easy it was to talk to him. She thinks about how simple words can make a big friendship. She is not afraid to speak English anymore. She knows that if she can say hello and goodbye, she can travel the world. She knows that English is a bridge made of simple, repetitive, and beautiful words. She is very happy she spent her day on the green path. This is the end of our story. We have finished all 12 chapters. We have learned how to start a talk, how to ask questions, how to be polite, and how to say goodbye. Sam is inside his house now. He is turning off the light. Maria is inside her house now. She is closing her eyes. The green path is empty and quiet under the stars, but the words are still there. The words are waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be more hellos. Tomorrow there will be more "How are yous?" Tomorrow the story will begin again. Goodbye, my friend. Thank you for reading this story. Thank you for learning these words. You are doing a very good job. You are a very good student. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow. See you later. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed the story and I hope you feel very happy now. It is a good day to learn and it is a good day to be together. If you liked this video, please click the like button below the screen. If you want to see more stories like this one, please click the subscribe button. When you subscribe, you can see every new video I make for you. You can also click the small bell icon to get a message when a new story is ready. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your kindness. And thank you for being part of our little community. I will see you in the next video, so please have a very wonderful and peaceful day.